All right, so here we are, 20 minutes after we exited the lobby for the last show we did. And with me tonight is my friend, Khymerion.
No,
And how are you tonight, sir?
I'm great.
Excellent. We had a really good day. And I should probably say thank you. I didn't say thank you at the end of last show to both Machini Draws and to Hungar the Starvarian. Those two nice gentlemen paid us at the apartment of Solitude $4 total, which was great. They didn't have to do that, and we will take the gifts. I would appreciate that. I Six Nations 31 Kings making ham and eggs. I had that for breakfast or for lunch earlier today. It was great. Mr. Table Breakers is in the chat right now,
Yay!
along with Crafting Gamer. He's feeling full after his supper. I'm happy to hear that. So things went pretty good then. And you have had a wonderful, looks like a wonderful week.
Yes, I did.
I'm going to ask, I'm going to be nosy. What all happened? What's going on?
It was just a nice day. I had work as personal stuff, but I'm gonna leave that one just I for not to have to go into. But no, one of my favorite things. One of my favorite comic books came in. Its Kickstarter finally got. I gave its first reward, and that was the PDF of the entire 301 issue run of the series, and I got to plus side issues, so I got to be able to enjoy 30 years of comic books and over the course of a week. So I've been enjoying just delving into one of my favorite things in its entirety with no breaks, and it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. And so on top of that, there was also still going off of the I know I'm a little different from Thursday was a lot of fun. I know I caused more gray hairs and frustration, but I love Thursday. That's what it really comes down to. Come on, we'll just pick a mechanic and then beat the living snot out of its implications on how every single thing that you do, simple choices, then decide, ripple out on how you're going to portray things from that point forward. I mean, oh my God, there's so many different ways to tackle what I know we're looking for an idea, but let's be honest, anything can be spun out in a lot of fun. I mean, especially yes. I know I'm just rambling, but still.
Happens. A lot of times, the best times I've had with you are whenever you start going off on your rambling exploits and start discussing things. Also, for those people that know what I'm talking about, if you look in that Discord and you want to be part of tonight's program, it's in the beta test channel for Crafting Gamer, Six Nations 31 Kings, Table Breakers, exploitation of farmland economies to fund a player coup of the local kingdom. There we go.
That's doable. I'm not sure what episode we went into that, but I know I've covered it either here or in Table Breakers, or trying to tell crafting how to do a soft coup internally. There's so many ways to do this. But that's for somewhere else. That's for another time, or not, maybe. I mean, what rule engine are we using?
Whatever would fit best.
How perverse of a system, because honestly, something like Kingmaker makes it so freaking easy to do, because Kingmaker Ultimate Campaign and Pathfinder is just a broken system. It's good, but the more you think about it, the more broken it becomes.
That's the only issue.
What was that?
That's the only issue with it. If you start mining Pathfinder for broken shit, like it's completely that's why I started writing my own system, man.
Because honestly, there's the populate. Okay, with Kingmaker Ultimate Campaign, Kingmaker it barely even touches what population does. It And so therefore you have to look at the ultimate campaign to get how to generate your population, to figure out, well, you don't need to know how many people are in your country, do you? Yes. Especially if you want to raise an army. But the army raising rules are a joke. Like, completely a joke. So that needs to be rewritten. But the prices are also overinflated and stupid, especially and stupid at times, but it becomes this horrible ball where the barrier to entry is stupidly high, or it's not. But once the ball gets rolling, it explodes. Like the curve, like it hockey sticks on you really fast on how much money you generate, how much resources you pull in, and by doing some simple basic bitch, like, oh no, I have a bunch of towns that are very small, very cheap. I keep this one little thing. Everyone's within a mile, a day's walk by road from each other. Okay, I have this little network. Okay, now I have this flower of towns that radiate out from my home base. I do all these other things. I now have a town that's of like suddenly the amount of money you generate explodes, but you're still under a certain number a certain number, so the amount of money required to do anything is cheap, so cheap. So you do a little bit of basic bitch adventuring in between this. The amount of money you get from beating up your average low level adventure suddenly gets pumped back into the economy, and suddenly you have money, and now it explodes, and then you focus on one town. That one town generates way too much money, and if your GM's like, there's hills and trees and some more hills and a river and a lake, suddenly most of those, that's just terrain. The player who actually knows what they're doing looks at it and goes, all right, those are fisheries, those are mines, that's lumbering, that's a quarry, those are road networks. Okay, I put all this together, and your GM goes, I have no idea what just hit me. And now suddenly you have more money than you know what to do with. And now you're like, yeah, I can afford to put 1,000 level 3 fighters in the field. I fear nothing anymore. And the GM goes, wait, what? And suddenly you're Rome. You're early Roman Republic, and you're now looking for your first VA to go march on, because the GM can do absolutely nothing to stop you. Because what's he gonna do? I throw a red dragon. The 1,000 fighters pull out bows and shoot the dragon down. But he's a Great Worm Red Dragon. His stats suck on army scale combat. Oh. So be prepared to start playing. We're no longer playing D&D. We're now playing early Roman Republic tactical combat. And the population rules are so janky. It needs if somebody was to take a better hack at it, but I don't think the average person who thinks they're a fantasy role-playing game writer is actually thinking they're writing a 4X game that's going to be played by people who put on, who pull out calculators and, start doing the actual paperwork. And I think, Bruce, you had that joke about the one player in Traveler who manages to beat Traveler through a spreadsheet.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Kopek.
What was that?
The Kopek.
Yes. That's I won't lie. I might be the Kingmaker Pathfinder Ultimate Campaign version of that guy, because if you give me time, space, and like, I'll just throw more adventures at you and fights. All I see is free money in the form of loot from those dead bodies of the adventures that we have. Because when my players are figuring it, so when I gave out my money to my players would like pull out spreadsheets and go, okay, everybody, I need shares for investment. Once it's paid off, we'll build the thing, the structure is, and it will have an income. Would you like to roll the income from your buildings into the reinvestment fund into other things? And then I had a couple of my players who were like short term. No, 4,000 gold's really good. I can buy something very important for my character. Because I need a +2 to my AC. That's critically important. And then my players who are a little bit more foresighted goes, yeah, I can live with a +1 instead of a +2 to my AC. I'm going to reinvest that 4K into infrastructure and business. And then as the campaign, fast forward 8 months of real time forward, we've played several months of actual in-game time, and the players who took the short-term hit to, I don't need new gear, are suddenly walking around with like, okay, I got 25, 30,000 gold to spend. And the players who didn't invest, who went for the short-term buffs to my personal stats, are going, I need money to eat,
Live.
and pay my rent. And they're going, why are you guys so rich and why am I poor? And because, the players who have the money are going, we have no need to adventure anymore. We adventure where the plot takes us. We're not adventuring because we're poors. We're sorry, poors. You need to actually adventure for money? Yo, no. We adventure for plot now. For the story. Our money just comes in without having to work for it. We now have goals and ideals that we fight for. And the players who are like going, could we have an adventure for some cash, please? I need to go buy a burger. And they're like, oh, I guess we could go on an adventure. All right, GM, where's I'm going to go ask my intelligence agency I've paid for. Where's an adventure? You mean we don't go to the job board? Job boards are for poors. We're not poor. We go to our intelligence agency and ask them, where's the current hot spot for trouble? Sir, we have like 8 hot spots that are currently trouble. We could send you to one of those spots to fix it. Okay, we'll go there. Meanwhile, the poors, this is weird. We're not just handed. We just don't go to a job board and pull off go beat up some gobos for monies. No, we're beyond that. Keep up. Okay.
That sounds hilarious. I'm sorry.
My first thought when Nakai started talking about that, well, at least what I heard of it was someone talking up. You mean S ranks? No, this goes beyond S rank.
No, it's the simple point that I guess it's that point in gaming where you no longer worry about cash, where cash is no longer your biggest motivator, where you transition from I need money or I need to sell things to make money to, hey, I've been gone for 3 months. Hey, accountant, how much money is in my bank account? Sir, here's your current bank account. We've already reinvested a portion as per your orders, and you're currently getting a 10% return on your investment. Very good. I will spend my 10% to do, I don't know, commoner things like buy a +2 weapon or something. I don't know. What do commoners do again?
Part of me wants to laugh because you're just saying, what do you little poors do so much? What's going on in the mind of the poors?
Right. Well, it's like, when you have one player who goes, okay, there's a certain barrier where I can't just spend to get better. That like once you pass the +3, +4 barrier for items, you really can't just go and say, I'm going to spend 80,000 gold. No, you don't do that. You find that shit. You don't make it. But like +2, +3, +4 maybe, you can buy that. Like you can pay somebody to make that shit. And that's doable. That's an actual doable thing. But when somebody goes, I'm going to spend 100,000 to get a +1 to hit, +1 to damage over what I've already got, nah. You take that money and you build a cathedral, because that will make you more money, and everyone's going to love you because you have a cathedral now to your god. Or you build a university, because that's awesome. Or you go build an arena so that way you can have gladiator fights and flood it so you can have naval combat in the middle of land, so you can send your idiot all the villains you capture so you can have them fight gladiator fights for you in the back, for your entertainment for the town. It's like, hey, look, guys, we beat up and captured Venger, and now we're going to go have him fight Skeletor in the middle of the fucking arena for our enjoyment. But we're major villains. You were major villains. Now fight for my enjoyment, or I'll kill you.
I'm already on that path. Bruce gave us a whole bunch of gold at one point, and I didn't spend it. He didn't realize it, and then I put literally like half, which was 700 gold, right to my bank account. He's like, "Oh, what? Yeah, I didn't spend any of that gold you gave us." Oh,
hey, that's good. You're now, depending on how big your empire is, your kingdom of control, you can now buy a build point, which isn't much, but you can start and get a bit more and buy a farm. Buy a farm. It pays off.
I already have a fort with some round around it.
Now, build a farm. Build a farm around your town, because that saves you time, saves you money. Find some trees, plant a flag, build a lumber yard. Like hire some guys to go out and cut trees down and bring them to your fort. Build a lumber mill, so that way you can build things. That gives you some more money. These small things add up. It's like, oh man, but you might have to hire a few dudes to go out into the borderlands and guard your lumberjacks and guard your farmers.
Oh, yeah. And I've actually already started on that too. Bruce, at one point, Bruce gave us cattle. The other Janet was the only one excited. Everyone else like, meh. I was like, I'll take all your cattle. And I sent them straight to that fort.
Right. No, but that's the simple thing. Like, you just start small and you build small things. You build the nucleus of the things you want. You just go, I can't have the big things. And once you have your little fort and you have some guys who grow grass to go feed your guards, who keep your lumber mills safe. The lumber mills generate money so you can build things like a tavern. And now the tavern makes money. And everyone makes money. And then you go invest in a different thing that makes you money. And then but now the money comes in faster, so you can build more, claim more land, buy more troops, build more farms, always build more farms, constantly build more farms, build roads that connect your farms, always build roads, because every 3 roads, 3 hexes of roads gets you free money. Build roads, build trails that are roads, then pave your roads. Then if you got rivers, claim the rivers, put people who fish on those rivers. Suddenly you have more free food that allows your city to grow. Free food is great. Put a windmill in or a water mill. You don't know. If you got water, put a water mill in. If you don't have water, put a windmill in. Now you got more money, more things coming in, trade, things that this all starts to roll in. Every month that passes is cash now coming in. And don't you dare spend it on yourself. You are not a greedy individual. You better not be, but you're now looking at, you don't have personal power. You have the power of civilization, which, by the way, dwarfs whatever the fuck you think you've got. However cool you think you are, civilization beats you. And you want to use the power of civilization. You want to be awesome at all times. Send out squads of 10, 12 dudes out into the wilderness. Hire adventurers like yourselves to go out and do bullshit. And don't pay them by the job. Give them an actual payroll so they're actually on the paycheck. But don't worry, if you're playing Ultimate Campaign, this is why it's trash. People don't cost money. They cost consumption points, which are paid for by farms. So you can throw This is and this is where before you guys were lazy as fucking had your towns glassed by a volcano cannon.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, it don't matter. Are you in that game?
Nope.
You're not in that game. Okay. So anyway, those towns had enough farms to maintain three 1,000 man legions and their consumption points in farms. They were ready to go. If I needed to put 3,000 men in the field, they could probably go for a month. That's, mind you, this is paying by the week. They could fight a full month at full deployed strength, or I could keep them all in town, mobilized, but they're not going out into the field to go fight anybody. So if anybody came to any one town, the legions would converge on that one town, murder the fuck out of whoever the fuck showed up at the gates, and then go back and then demobilize. And everybody goes, yeah, oh, cool. The arms of Mordor showed up. We murdered them, and then go back home. And everybody puts their armor back in the field, up on the stands, and puts their sword over the fireplace, and they all go back to work, doing whatever the fuck they do in the reserves. Show up every week, once a month, do your job, then go back home. Congratulations. And there was more fuckers being trained. It was a system, and it was working, and it was growing, because I wanted Rome. I wanted Rome, god damn it. Because everybody wants Rome.
Well, it's a possibility they could still get it. It's just that location is now just an obsidian mess. Because literally the fucking giants have the ability to send this caldera of magma onto any town they want within the kingdom.
Yep. So I just erased all my work. I just put a line through each of the towns that were gone.
Try.
But that's okay.
I didn't mean to like insult, but I mean I just like it wasn't even really anything against Kai's work, but the party. The reason why it happened is that the party was dragging their ass.
Hey, I was doing all the work to give them tools because I wanted to prove that I could back up my own math. God damn it. My claims. Here's my math. I did it. It's fantastic. Oh well. If I did it once, I can do it again.
The campaign, so I love your work, Kai. God damn it. I'm going to disprove gravity. Hell, I have the ultimate campaign book and the Kingmaker rules. We're going to go to town.
I'm going to disprove I'm not going to disprove gravity. I'm going to build a system that can support the wizard who will wish gravity to be no longer functional.
No. You are pure Mythbusters. I will take your reality and substitute it with my own.
Yes,
that's exactly what you do.
I do very much have Adam Savage's attitude about things. Very much. God. And there's my warm up. There's my warm up 20 minutes.
So this week was interesting at my job.
Yeah.
But my job is basically the same thing over and over and over again. My job is perfect for those that want cathartic joy.
So you're happy?
I am. Because all I do is I drive from one location to the next, and I open said ineffable pit of damnation. Asian restaurants, fuck you. God, that stuff smells. And I'm a professional. Like, I just am saying, like, that's the worst smell I've ever smelled. Is an Asian grease trap. And these people, like, anyway, the rules of my job changed when I started this new job with this company that's been around forever. And I didn't realize I was doing grease traps wrong. I did grease traps wrong when I worked for my other guy. But the other guy wasn't paying a whole lot comparatively. And so I jumped ship. Well, this job, I actually, like, they told me, no, you clean the entire fucking thing out. You want to look at the bottom. You want to look at the entire trap. You want to look at everything and note it for our sales guys if there's something to repair, but you always must see the bottom. So I'm like, never seen the bottom of a grease trap before 4 years ago. Hell, I never even cared about grease traps 4 years ago. So this job is like, if you're a completionist, like I've got to suck up every last morsel of food tidbit item. It's just stupid fun. I wish I could say something more imagination firing, but just imagine you're sucking up like bits of grainy oatmeal and chorizo and rice, and you're doing this, and you're paid because you suck it up real good. This job is way too fucking amazing. I was at 3 middle schools yesterday, and middle schools do not damage. They don't do the same trauma to their grease traps that these other places do. Nerdy Ogre says something. The truck stop's not a bad idea. Some truck stops, like if they're owned by the right ethnic groups, they can have the right food. I would never trust sushi from a convenience store. Ever. Gas station sushi is guaranteed to be explosive.
Both going in and coming out.
It's not going to be good for you. But I have a dumb job, and I love my dumb job, even though yesterday I was in traffic for 3 hours because people can't drive, and that's I-35. If you study traffic patterns and study I-35, you'll know everything there is to know about traffic.
I don't want to.
No, I wish I didn't know as much as I did. This guy looks so old school. This looks like one of those figs that Garrett came over and helped me paint one night in 2009.
Actually, I think that was probably one of those that we got from the bag o' minis at Game Room.
Yeah.
The miscellaneous minis that were in the baggie saying, "Here, buy me."
I miss the game room.
Slaps a bit on me. I'm lonely.
I really miss the game room. I miss that entire environment over there. Like, there was never a more imaginative group of people that I've ever met in my life that had like a job they could pay their bills with. They had like, for 7 months it was gravy because you guys had Planet Hollywood and everybody else sending the bad game consoles and iPhones and all this shit to that warehouse in East Peoria or Washington. And everybody and their sister was there. Even Niles worked there.
Yeah.
I miss Niles. You got to send this to him. You got him on social media still or no?
I haven't seen him in a while.
I'm going to have to do a Google search for him. Dwarven Doodad 69. I think that's what his Yahoo was.
I think so. I don't remember anymore.
Nope. Not seeing him. Oh, well. Hopefully he's still doing well.
Last I heard, he was still in Iowa.
Yeah, he went to Iowa with his family. Can't really blame him. Everything kind of like he had the Illinois experience. Everything falls away. Like,
will you hurry up and win the lottery so we can build the compound?
Hey, we're begging for sweet Jesus tonight to bless us. Okay, we got the billionaire fucking Powerball going off right now.
If you don't win, I'll blame Janet.
Don't do that to Janet. She deserves better.
Okay, we'll blame it on Janet's chickens.
There we go. We can blame on those little angry cocks.
That would be nice.
God,
Just
could
be able
you
to tell
imagine?
her-
I don't think you guys would like it. I really don't. I think you guys would like after 4 months of living within walking distance of each other, like all the gaming groups, like the fact that we would have we'd have to have 2 locations. We'd have to have like 2 event locations to do gaming, or we'd have to have one giant ass barn dominium set up for play.
Yeah. Look.
Well, no, yeah, we'd have to have 2. Well, it'd have to be a barnuminium, but it also would have to have, a full-on studio type thing where we could actually, do like we could all be on like one screen in the same spot, so you don't have to worry about, oh my God, internet went down. Well, guess what? Our internet's fine because we're all in the same place.
We're all in the same.
The important rule at that point would be, look, we each have our own little house in the compound. We maintain the respectability of civilization where you knock, so that way we all have privacy in our own little rooms that we can just go off to and hide in. And then if we want to be social, we can come out of our little bunkers and come say hi for a little bit, play some games, and then go back to our bunkers.
Now that's kind of what I was thinking, like build a Viking longhouse in the middle of all the yurts.
Okay, the ones you keep in your drawers don't count, Janet. The ones that are in your dresser drawers don't count.
we knew there was something too good to be true about Janet from another planet.
Look, all I want is a little hillside I can carve a house into. That's all I want. I want a little hobbit hole, the round door. That's all I want.
They'd be evenly spaced, dug out. The full RimWorld experience. We dig out inside of it, and
Oh God, yes. Can I make my my exposed radiation jail cell?
You could.
It's RimWorld. That's how shit works.
I haven't played RimWorld. I haven't played enough Dwarven Forge.
We have to also have the don't forget, we also have to have the room where we harvest the organs.
Oh yeah,
because that's a thing.
Whenever anyone comes by and visits our colony, we harvest them for organs and cybernetic parts.
Yes.
Yes. Greetings. Have you met the Word of God? Grab, yoink, disappears into the organ grinder room.
Would you like to become a follower of Torn Skull?
I'm sorry, that wasn't a question. Get in the room. What?
I would just worry about, like, you think Janet goes viral now? Wait, just wait when she has access to, like, wait, we're gonna have 50 chickens, we're gonna have multiple hen houses, we're gonna have a fence, we're gonna have a domed area so the fucking hawks and other
God damn it, Janet
can't get into the fucking chicken den. Nah, that's too good to be true. We have to. The only thing we have to, like,
you see this, right? You see what she wrote?
Yeah, I see this. I see this. Am I surprised?
You can't write this stuff. You literally can't.
Janet, that's why you have people like us around. I've had so many eggs in the last couple days. You would think that I've just been like, oh, it's huevos rancheros.
Ole.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that stupid dish.
And then what I would do is, after we get the compound, I would drag Kai around with me, and we'd go do like haunted investigations where he sits and rants at the ghosts for hours while we record things, and it's all game related of what he's ranting to these ghosts are. They're trying to talk to us through like Ghost Tube and all this other stuff, and Kai's like, no, I will tell you about my Kingmaker and how they screwed everything up, and it'll be amazing.
It will be. Sounds great. I have Carmen with us, and that was happening too. So
we'd have to change her last name to San Diego.
You know what? For video purposes, yes.
I would love that. We could dress her up in that red outfit.
Yes.
With a giant hat.
Yep. And the funny thing is that it can be used dual purpose, because then one of us could use the outfit to dress up to do cosplays of Trigun.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I can do it. Yeah, I can see it. She did give me an awesome new hat for our anniversary. My new hat.
Oh, okay. I thought I got. Anytime you say a new hat, I always get scared, because I know Carmen, I know her well, and I'm expecting you to pull out the GIMP hood or something. Yeah, it's weird. I just expecting the weirdest thing.
Seeing this, I actually expect two horns, like bull horns, growing out the side of Kai's head, just below the hat.
In time.
Oh, holy crap. It's going right over San Antonio.
What is?
That stupid eclipse.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's dark out. Didn't you know there's an eclipse going on? Let's see. To go right over it. Nope, it hits Southern Illinois, not us.
It's San Antonio square in the middle. Janet's going to be
out right over
of
Indianapolis.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be south of us, but it's going to hit Indy, and then
it goes right over Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Hopefully it brings a barrel. And then it just stops once it hits the Atlantic Ocean. That's funny.
Yep. No more.
I'm getting closer to my to my let me kill my I'd have my full let me cosplay. I'll be so happy when I get that thing done.
See, Kai, there used to be this wonderful place in Austin. Let me see if it's still there or not. If it still is, yeah, we win the lottery. You'll have to go there, because it's a steampunk themed bar, which means that all the girls wear pretty much poofy sleeved, weird steampunk dresses, and the guys just wear like black pants, white shirts, and suspenders, and a top hat.
Perfect. God, it would be great if we actually got riffs on Monday. That would be beautiful.
What now?
He wants riffs.
You know, when all the bad things finally get let loose, it's like, we missed the goblinization virus of Shadowrun by a few years. I mean, we need something to get us on the right timeline. I mean, we've all General Motors failed us and didn't give us a fusion reactor, so we're not in the Battletech timeline. We're not in the Shadowrun timeline, so we might as well get on Rift's timeline.
Yeah, we're not even in the Back to the Future timeline.
I know. See, we're definitely in the worst timeline. I mean, I just want to come on, pick a timeline. Pick a fun one.
The cast is in costume. The people that go there are not.
Now, see, what I would probably wind up doing if I came down to Austin, they do a lot of Kill Tony recordings down there. I would have to go and watch a few of those.
I don't know who you're. I don't know.
He's It's a comedian. Basically, he draws random people from a hat, and they go up and do a 1 minute, their 1 minute stand up.
You know, these steampunk bar photos that I'm sharing here off the Google Maps, it reminds me of the thing that I heard last on Unsubscribed podcast before the stinger, before they do the opening credits and song. Nick explains, is like, I've gone 30 years of my life without seeing a homeless man's penis, but you give me 6 minutes into Austin, Texas.
Yeah. It's funny.
It's all fun and games. You take it in the eye, then it burns.
Yeah. This right here, the Jenga and bars, that is a time-honored tradition in South Texas. I don't know why.
What, you haven't brought Jungle Speed in?
No. Last time I took Jungle Speed to a bar, it got soaked.
True. Plus, on top of that, the last time most of us played Jungle Speed, we probably still have the scars on our fingers.
Me and Katrina would make people bleed.
Oh, by the way, she just had a baby.
Aw, I bet you it's crazy.
Actually, she's calmed down quite a bit.
That's good. I was hoping her and her husband were going to be in good shape.
Well, they both do like huge cosplay stuff, so yeah. They feed off each other fairly well.
Okay.
But yeah.
Janet sent me some cock pics.
Oh God. Well, you know what that means.
Yep, we got to
You
share.
gotta start, nope, you got to start sending her some feet pics back. That's how that works.
Big
There's a
eggs.
couple of wait, hold on. There's a few of those eggs that don't look so good. They're brown. They're rotten. Got to throw those out.
Got to give those to me because I eat rotten eggs. That's the only explanation as to what I do. I get really happy when I see there's like 34 mutual friends between me and Janet.
So yeah, I think Kai kind of broke the bear on Thursday.
I did.
He's like, when we were here last time, there was like a whole bunch of people, and they actually had like normal ideas and what they want to do. Now it's like Darkwing Duck and a guy who's trying to put people dead when they're supposed to be dead. What the hell?
Look, I had to fight. Look, again, I don't read normal comic books, so of course I'm going to do an odd concept.
And his first question after that was, "Where's Bruce? Where's Jade?" Although I think it was like 2 weeks ago. What was it? That one guy, the fitness guy, the keto guy.
Keto?
Yeah. Yeah. He was like, "What happened to Bruce? Did you guys finally kick him off the island?" And I go, "No, he got a different job." And he's like, "Okay."
I love Keto Simple. He's got some amazing recipes on his channel.
Yeah, so Janet will be in charge of the protein for the compound.
Getting Janet ported to the compound will be the hardest struggle of the compound.
No, it won't. We'll just bring her sister with her. She'll follow right along.
Hold on. There's a fucking noise ordinance. If we're gonna have Janet's sister there, like, holy shit, they gotta have their house like a respectable distance away from the nearest other house, because you don't understand like those two.
Oh, I fully understand how this is going to work.
Like those two are an audible nuclear explosion.
I know. That's why it'll be amazing, and that's why she'll come. If you bring her, she will come.
You get the Janet sisters there, and like you're just gonna have a horde of men, ages 89 to fucking 30.
Welcome to the cult.
I love you, Janet. I've only seen you on stream. I love you. I watch every one of your shorts. What happened to your glasses? And I can see this. There'll be. Sorry.
No, read.
Great idea. Let's get all 4 horsemen, women of the apocalypse all in one place.
I have no idea what I'd be following. What would be happening at that point.
I don't understand why we summon Great Cthulhu.
Well, she hasn't said no, so this is looking promising. I have 4 sisters.
You have to understand, I only know of Janet because of my wife.
So technically, Janet has 5 sisters.
Yes, but she is a social force to be reckoned with. That's all I can truly say. I live streamed with 3 of them. I live to tell the tale.
And then he had to start working nights because of it. Thanks, Janet.
I got to save some for you guys.
We do miss you on Thursdays, though.
I miss you guys. I miss you guys a lot.
Are you at least watching the content?
Yeah, I watched the content from this last Thursday.
Okay. Yeah,
I seen it from 2 weeks ago, but yeah, I saw this last Thursday.
The previous Thursday, I was not feeling well, so we didn't do it. Just for the simple fact, if I would have had to have been there to start it and stop it, and I don't think it would have worked as well with Kai unattended. No offense, Kai.
If you have Kai on stream, you're good for at least 40 minutes.
Yeah, but
he's someone else to bounce off of.
Exactly. He can't be left unattended. And no offense, TCG, but you haven't got to the point where you can actually cut him off yet.
Direct me yet?
No.
Yeah, or do the whole shake and then sit back and watch.
And then when I slow down to breathe, that's the point where you kind of direct the next point of the conversation.
Yeah. You know, the funny part is that when you're talking with Janet, she never takes a breath. You'll be waiting there like somebody in a stalled out truck trying to get into traffic. And I can only get it, I have to get it started and in gear, and that's the only time I can get it going. Other than that, we're just stuck here with no engine, no transmission.
Yeah, I can see that.
Janet knows where the stream link is. It's in the beta test channel there, Janet.
Okay.
It's okay if you had a chance to read a little bit of the book yet.
Say again?
It doesn't count if you had a chance to read a little bit of the game book yet.
More game books to read. Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
More game books to read. Yes.
I meant my game book since we're still going to see about playing tomorrow. I wanted to know
I
how
will
much.
do my best to be available. I will try. I will try to be there.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Oh no. There is. If I'm out enjoying being with the missus, I will be out enjoying things with.
Fair.
You're all wonderful people. I know that, but real life trumps it. I trump shit. So
that's a lie. There's no real life. It's all fantasy.
Yeah, but I enjoy tangible fantasy. I have digital fantasy for the rest of the fucking week. I don't need it.
I've got Bohemian Rhapsody in my brain. No.
The movie or just the song?
The song.
Okay. I saw the movie, and I liked the movie.
Yeah, the movie was good. Although I planned on watching Dune today, and Dune the second part, and I did not get a chance to do that.
I've heard it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Will I say it's the best? Meh. But it's very good.
This right here, this is how she is. She just I put Kai and Janet in a stream once. You ever see a dog that likes to chase cars get confused when two cars are going in opposite directions on the highway? And he's like, what?
Honestly, I was happy to shut the fuck up for once. I'm like, I'm not talking today. Okay.
But you got to really get the full Janet experience. You got to have her and her sisters in the same room with you, because that was when I just realized that I didn't need to talk anymore.
You were just the window dressing.
I was just the window dressing. If you want to see an overweight balding guy, like I'm in the stream for you.
I was hoping Kai would be able to at least give an opinion on maybe the domain play I have in the game.
I will get to it. Unfortunately, I was more busy in life. I
understand.
It arrived while I was at. When did it arrive? Was it today?
Oh no, that's if you read the one I sent you before, then you're good. That one just has quirks in it, quirks and spears and javelins, and that's literally the only changes.
Yes. Right. Okay, that arrived yesterday. I was very tired. I slept. Then I woke up, went to work, came home, had dinner, had a second dinner. And now I'm here. I haven't had time to do much reading.
Okay, fair.
Wait, when did you become a hobbit?
When I'm very hungry when I first get off work, so I have a small dinner. Then the wife gets off work, then I have a proper dinner. So I don't know. Is there an in between, like how brunch is breakfast? Breakfast lunch. Is there like I had lunch, but I kind of want to not be hungry until was that?
It's called Lupper.
Lupper, got it.
I always called it Dunch.
Yeah, it's look, it's second lunch, okay? Or
There was 5 of them in one house. 5 of them in one house, one bathroom. One bathroom. Like, I seriously want her to like get a couple viral videos under her belt and just go like completely like YouTube famous, and somebody does like a Lewis Black narrated biography on Janet from another planet and tells us all about her life, and just like the whole time he's shrieking through it, just absolutely losing his shit trying to talk about things. And then I went to the family and I asked a couple questions, and I had to sit there for 37 hours to get an answer from each individual one of them. They would not be quiet. just how I see it would go. Finally, they get to the father, and dad's there, and he's like, we had this very special bucket I bought from Ace Hardware, and numerous times I had to take it out into the woods. Took care of a lot of business with that bucket. That was a good bucket.
I miss that bucket. That bucket was like my only son.
And with all the wisdom that Janet has, like, I actually could see where she is like a time traveler that's originally from Sumeria, and she's just there like biting her tongue, trying to not correct us all about, like, here's what actually happened in Kill. But that.
Anunnaki.
I love that episode, man.
Yeah, the one that you just did.
Yeah, I listened to that.
Anunnaki.
That was so good. Every time you hear Hecklefish sing Anunnaki, take a drink.
Oh, yeah. I will say that what we're doing in 2 weeks with Kai and myself, for whatever reason, it came to me. I was sitting, I woke up and was up playing games, and I don't know why, but I was scrolling through things, and I'm like, you know what? Me and Kai should do a show on Monday where we just like look at nuts and bolts of stuff and then just like tear it apart, typical Kai stuff. And then I was like, what are we going to call it? And then I looked up and I seen the Y Files, and I was like, we'll call it the Kai Files.
We'll do it. We'll make it work.
So yes, we're going to call it the Kai Files.
I will do my best to be as focused as I could possibly be.
Sounds like a good show to me.
What's that?
Sounds like a good show to me.
Hey, I don't think it'll be a bad idea.
It was the whole thing of the name of the show and me just looking up and seeing the Y Files and going, that's so worked. And people will get it because most of the folks in our circles watch it.
Fair enough. I said, I'm like, all right, I got a message. I was awake at the time. I sent reply back, said, sure, sounds good. Let's go.
If you guys are going to call it the Kai Files, you may want to get some UFO and paranormal stories familiarized with yourself with a couple of those, like, Betty and Barney Hill, what was that?
What we'll do is we'll look at like that's what we can do. We can actually start it off by doing like supernatural stuff in games, picking it apart, how to actually do it correctly.
There is no correct answer because everyone's point of view is different on this one.
That's
Certain takes on this, and it can get. I'm sorry, I'm shutting up now.
It's our point of view, which is right. Their point of view, which they need to listen to our point of view. That's how this works.
So anyway, I'm going to talk about Exalted for about 2 hours. Then
we can do that.
Welcome to the Celestial Compass Underworld episode. I forgot which Celestial Compass book the Underworld number was, but I know it was a second ed book because that's when all the Celestial Compass books were written, and because the Underworld is fantastic. Then I might throw in my love of comic books or my own personal homebrew, which is just a mutant of me walking over and just stealing everybody else's stuff, shaving the filings off, and going blender mix. Now it's my. Like, I made this, and then wandering off and knowing that nobody else reads this. Nobody else reads the comics I read. Nobody else plays the role-playing games books I play. Nobody has played Wraith the Oblivion. No one will know. No one will know. Meanwhile, they're all playing D&D and going Pathfinder, going, "This is a wonderful world," and like you encounter a wraith. Oh, I read the monster manual. Wraiths are. This is far more depressing than that. Far more depressing than that. We're gonna go to the underworld, and it is a very, very depressing place. I don't like it here. You shouldn't. You're living. Go back. Oh, okay. We're going back to where it doesn't suck. That's right. Go back to where it doesn't suck. But don't worry, you'll all end up here. Don't die. I want to live now. Why? The afterlife sucks. I don't want to go there. That's right. Why do you think all the ghosts are depressed? Oh, yeah. Don't die.
Oh my
Or
god.
we can deal with extra dimensional aliens and other weird things.
You know what? I would actually want to hear you and Garrett talk about Half-Life or the Half-Life Black Mesa incident. I could definitely get into that.
You mean go into like multiverses and an omniverse, and the idea that there are things that cross dimensions and stuff, and all the fun ways that this could fuck with everything? Or
I would definitely listen in on that.
Or one crazy U.S. soldier has to go stop an ICBM that's being guarded by, I don't know, a bunch of C4s in a fucking room. Goddamn worst goddamn level of the entire game.
Actually, there's a game that is in beta right now. It is called it's basically a Black Mesa type thing where you go in and you're actually doing you're being brought in. So since we can't really do the the hecklefish thing, this is what I'm thinking. We'll do a jellyfish instead of the goldfish.
Crafting,
Okay.
Have you seen the White Files or no?
I'm confident I've seen an episode or two, but not much.
Okay.
It did not grow up around cable or satellite.
It's all YouTube.
Oh, okay. Then I might not have seen it.
It's the highest production value on a YouTube show yet.
Oh yeah.
It's not bad production value, but it's amazing production value. I know they don't have all the money in the world, but they have their hands on some serious cash to do the stuff they got.
Well, he was a
Nice.
producer or something for
A lot. He's got a good IMDb page. We're talking about the guy that runs this AJ
Andrew.
Gentile, I think.
Yeah. Let's see. He was. Yeah, he did some stuff with like Sam and Colby. He also was in, did a bunch of sound stuff for Cyanide and Happiness.
Yeah, he was part of that, wasn't he?
He's also a member of Mensa, so that's kind of crazy. He's and he's been around a bunch of, been more of a executive producer on things than he has anything else.
So I have a question for Kai. One that may or may not get him going. If you, not if, but yeah, if you could take a video game and make it into the RPG of your dreams, which video game would it be?
Oh. Video game turned to RPG.
And it could be obscure too. Like, for example, that's kind of what I'm doing with Skies of Arcadia, because when I first played it as a kid, I thought that was an amazing.
Deus Ex.
Ooh, I do know that game. I haven't played it, but I do know it. I watched a couple other people play it.
Honestly, I think if you want my honest, actual, probably funnest choice of RPG, I would actually, if I had a chance to make it, I would probably do Borderlands, the RPG.
Ooh, that would actually be fun.
Just because I could sit back at that point and create the Diablo loot chart from hell for Firearm.
So wait. So are you really excited about the Fallout, the Borderlands movie, I should say?
No, I am not. No, I will watch it. I will probably go, it was a thing. But then again, I'm used to having my love, my likes, and my dreams crushed and worn like a skin suit, also known as World War Z, the movie.
As soon as I seen who they're casting as Tannis, I was like, fuck that. Tannis is supposed to be crazy hot. And I don't mean crazy as in super hot. I mean crazy as in she's psychotic.
Look, Borderlands as a story has been dead, was killed in 3. So honestly, the movie can do whatever the fuck it wants with the corpse right now. But I don't care about the story. I care about, I have a galaxy of places I can shoot. And I want a game where the plot line is here, where it has, here's vehicle construction rules. Here's a chassis, put guns on it. Make it armored, fight. Here's shields. Here's shields. Here's how to modulate and modify shields to get cool effects. Done. Here's here's your class. Class does things. Here's class modifying equipment. Fuck yeah. Guns? Oh boy. Guns. So many guns. Grenades. So many grenades. Weird bullets, weird corporations. Every corporation has its own modifiers. You have sub-modifiers for the corporation based on that one. You have certain chassis parts that are only for the corporation. You have base guns. Some gun models are not built by corporations. Sorry. I'm sorry, you're not going to get a rapid fire machine gun out of Jacobs. No, you're going to get a semi-automatic at best battle rifle because Jacobs makes good guns and God, but fucking that elemental shit, that's Maliwan crap. We don't deal with Maliwan shit. And you can have, and of course you can always be running around with everyone's favorite Hyperion where it starts out like a fucking retard and then it zooms into laser accuracy. Unlike everybody else, like, oh, I'm going to use a Vladoff gun. I'm going to hold a trigger down and watch the bloom just radiate out to the size of my screen. But that's okay because I'm killing you with a 100-round drum magazine and the ability to just keep pushing the button. And Teodoro is just there because there's got to be at least one retard out there who loves Teodoro. We have some Atlas guns. We have some bandit weaponry. We can have some weird alien weaponry because we can bring back some of the Borderlands 1 shit. Some of the really weird shit. Oh, let's bring that shit back and have some fun there. Some Iridian weapons, and then we can also bring in some of the weird angelic weapons that were in 2 or the pre-sequel or some of the and we just continue to 3 has a great gunplay but has horrible storyline. It doesn't matter. Have so much. Oh, what? This world? Oh, we in a new world? Okay, we'll just throw in some traveler levels of generate random world that you need to have technology. Is it high tech? Is it low tech? Is it a weird swamp? Is it a desert? Is it this? You just need some basic things so that way you can have a maniac So you have a maniac that fires a rocket launcher that has more rockets attached to it. It has grenades attached to it, so it hits the ground and then it explodes and explodes and explodes. Why the fuck not? Like, why should I? Like, I want a game where no, like what? I have a sword. Like, okay, we have a sword that cuts through anything and also does acid damage and fire damage and or lightning and explosions because this is what we're doing here. This is the game for when I need to make people die. I have role-playing games for when I want to role-play. I have role-playing games for when I want to destroy continents. And you know what? Sometimes I would, me and three or more of my friends don't want to just play the video game, but then I can have fun with like, here's puzzles, here's traps, here's a universe, here's some exploring. If I want to take over a corporation, I can take over a corporation. I don't have to follow a bullshit storyline. There's an entire galaxy. So if I want to play a depressed general with a 10-year-old admiral who's giving him orders written in macaroni, I can play that character. Fuck yes. I want to play that universe. It's crazy, it's dumb, it's stupid, but I don't want to have it's a +1 sword that's flaming. I want a +1 gun that when I hold the fucking button down, it decides to, oh man, you just cover like a grid square in bullets and everybody dies and it's cool. And there's teleporting, and there's other weird shit, and there's gun turrets, there's missile turrets, there's fucking weird things. I want a battle mech that I ride and shoot from the back of. Hell yes. Man, I want to punch things. I want to pull out magic guns from another, I want to dual wield guns and regenerate ammunition. Heck yeah. Fucking yeah. I want Salvatore. I want Salvatore class. I want Gunzerker. I want Mechromancer. I want what class are you playing? I'm playing a wizard. I'm playing a gun wizard. This is even better. Why could we throw some freaking Tiny Tina's, Bunkers and Badasses adventure packs in there, so that way we can have some of this customizing. Well, I'm going to take a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and then throw it together. Because while that game's story was complete shit, the gameplay was fucking solid as hell. And it's like, yeah, the gun. Like guns and spells and other weird shit. Like, sure, yeah, we're gonna bring some more fucking weirdness. Why wouldn't you want to play this? I mean, yeah, I can just say something boring as, we could play some Fallout. Yeah, I know. I mean, we can play Fallout. So which Fallout are we playing? New Vegas.
Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, at that point, we all play Brotherhood of Steel because that's the best RPG possible. Because why play the inferior species of man when you could play the intelligent last bastion of humanity that is not, like we fly around in battle zeppelins and deploy, what was it, Liberty Prime? Yeah, Liberty Prime, and it's like deploy the anti-communism bot, and I'm sorry. It's like, I'm sorry, bandits, but at that point, it starts to sound way too much as okay. So we're gonna play a Borderlands game centered around Hyperion. Oh man, bandits and inferior people on this blasted landscape, and our job is to murder them and take their stuff. Man, I like this plan. I love this plan. Where do I sign? Where do I get the job to deploy battle robots and power armor to go beat up bandits? I'm up for this stuff. I'm up for this game. Let's play this. And
see, I really liked Fallout Tactics. I thought that was the high watermark of the Fallout series.
Yeah. And there is fun to Fallout, but we already have a Fallout role playing game.
No, on the BOS disc, they had a special system, which was all D100. It was perfect.
Nice. Hey Garrett, what's the RPG where you where you come out of a hidden hidden bunker base? What was that?
Metamorphosis Alpha.
Morrow Project.
Morrow Project, which is pretty much the prototype to. Oh, hey, look! It predates Fallout by a number of years.
And I love Kai's description of a Borderlands game. That sounded really fun, actually.
Doesn't it? Doesn't the idea of not having an optimal weapon sound fantastic? There is no chosen. And can you imagine how much fun anarchy would be in tabletop form?
Yeah.
Sorry, if you can't tell, Borderlands 2 I played Necromancer a lot. And I got really good with anarchy. Like max anarchy with a sniper rifle. And I was actually able to hit well with it. Because I pissed off my roommate at the time by having max, 200 and some ranks of anarchy and with a sniper rifle, and he's just like, stop killing everything with one shot. And I'm like, it takes me a while to line up the bullet, because anarchy is no accuracy whatsoever. So you're watching the fucking reticule dance around the screen, but every once in a while it lines up perfect, and then you pull the trigger, and then dead, and because it's now a max like gazillions of extra bonus points of damage, and he's just like, that's fucking disgusting. And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking awesome. And then when you reach the boss, and then you hit the button to actually activate anarchy into its main mode, where it's a countdown, and now for the next 4 minutes I have laser accuracy and super damage. Hell yes. Why the fuck am I not doing this? Like, oh man, it's the warrior. Oh man, turn on all auto win mode. Kill. Hey, look, the warrior's dead. Let's go. Let's go loot the body. Are you gonna do anything? No, we're just here. We're just doing warrior runs. We're here for one. For one weapon, and that's the it was the badass best shotgun, but it only dropped off the warrior. So we did lots of warrior runs because there's a double barreled variant of it that is rapid fire, and it pretty much annihilates everything. So that way, when you go out to go fight the giant worm boss and farm his happy ass, like it was just like, yeah, time to go farm him, and you just jump in there, and then you're just like, blam, 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 and then you just like watch how fast it empties out ammo, and then watch the health bar of that boss just go done, and then you loot him for tokens, so you can go buy Seraphim class weapons, which are so awesome.
Yeah. My favorite, when I first started playing Borderlands 2, my favorite was, I can't remember his name, but the Gunzerker.
Yeah, that's Hannibal, Gunzerker.
Yeah. And then I discovered Krieg. I absolutely
love it. What is the appeal of Krieg? I don't know why do people, okay, it's a gun game. It's the game about shooting all the guns. Why does everyone drawn to retard who says stupid shit and runs into melee? Meanwhile, I'm firing plasma bolts that are going to blind the next 3 time zones when they impact, because I'm playing the elemental night walking apocalypse. Then I get yelled at by every freaking Krieg player going, could you please stop blinding me? And I'm like going, stop putting your face in the balls of the boss, so I don't have to. So when I'm shooting the boss, I'm not blinding you. I can't see what I'm doing, so all I see is explosions. Not my fault. Not my fault. You gotta run in there like a retard. By the way, I'm gonna let you on fire now because you're playing Krieg and you get bonus damage because if I do fire damage, boom, 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 boom. Now here's your bonuses. I'm buffing you with guns in your back. Fire, 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 fire. Switch guns. Now back to killing the boss. Blam, blam, blam. Explosions, explosions, explosions. Because crits cause crits with the right build of Necromancer cause explosions, and it's blinding. And when you have anarchy plus elemental explosions, and you're just aiming randomly with an SMG, with an assault rifle. You're just hitting crit spots all day long, and there's explosions of elemental damage that are causing more explosions. And then the poor Krieg player is crying because he can't fucking see anything. And how is he supposed to hit the boss if he can't see anything? I don't know. Play a real class and use a gun. We're playing
Well-
gun game. Use a gun, god damn it. Stop being a tard.
In my defense, I prefer the Gunzerker when I'm playing with other people. I prefer Krieg when I'm by myself because Krieg's melee is a good way to get yourself out of being surrounded. That's the reason why I like Krieg by himself.
I understand.
With other people, I play a game. I do play a gun berserker.
I have the exact same complaint about playing the pre-sequel and someone playing Athena. And I'm like, why do you exist? Because why do you exist? Or it's Krieg in Borderlands 2. It's luckily I only know one retard who plays Brick in Borderlands 1, and he's the best Brick player I've ever seen. But Borderlands 1 has no effects going on, so it's like, oh no, Brick is going to go punch something. Hey, he's a doof because Borderlands 1 is really dull and boring, and its gunplay is very basic, but it's a good game. It's fun, but it's not 2 or 3. And or watching the same. It's always the same person. It's the same person in my gun group, my Borderlands playthrough groups, who is the same fucker who has to play the wonderful punch siren in 3. I'm just like, could you not? Why do you find the melee class in the shooty game? We're playing shooty games. Stop playing melee. I want to stop playing melee. I'm not playing and all of you fuckers, I am not playing the healing class. But Blaine, you always play the healer class in all of our games we play. No, not in Borderlands. I'm going to shoot, and I'm going to shoot everybody. But we need somebody to play healer. No. Get good, no heals. We win through maximum DPS. By play smart, shoot accurate. I'm just going to run up there with a shotgun and god damn it. Stop. Let's just stop using shotguns. But I want to stop using shotguns. Do not put your face in the nutsack of the boss so that way you can hit them with your shotgun. Please.
It smells like home.
Fucking Zero too. I forgot Zero exists because Zero has sniper rifles, but he is fucking melee. But watching every Zero player send their flailing retard distraction clone, who's like, I spin swords around. Oh, fucking edgy weeb. God damn it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you need to have one of those because man, I watched one of my friends with their top tier Zero build. Literally one-shot bunker, and that was totally awesome watching that one happen with the Iron Run. And he's like, oh my god, did you just almost one-shot bunker? Yes. Hell yes. That was awesome. Yeah, I crit like 4 major spots with the piercing shot. Fuck. That was cool. Do it again. I can't. Okay. Do it. No, Jacobs doesn't have terrible shotguns. Jacobs is great. I just hate shotguns. I really just hate shotguns because I hate getting right up into melee and going right into short range and being like, well, I guess I need to go toe to toe with the guy who blows up 3/4 of the map. Because
Six Nations. Sorry,
what was that?
Oh, I was correcting Six Nations. At least in number 3, Jacobs makes the best shotgun in the game. But I have to agree with Kai. Shotguns are only for up close and personal, which means I only use them when you got the stupid animals that like to get in your face anyway.
Yeah. But then you just pull out the assault rifle and just hold the button down until they die.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess part of that comes from the fact that I'm too used to playing. I am back when I did MMOs a lot. I did not play the characters who stand next. Put face in. I don't face crotch. I'm sorry. Sorry. Because whenever you play an MMO, the bad guys are so big because everybody has to be able to target the bad guy. So they always make the model of the bad guy super duper huge so everybody can lock on and be able to keep clicking on the bad guy for bad things that to do damage and or effects. So of course they're bigger inflated characters, but that always meant that your main character, your main tank, is always putting their face right into the nutsack of every bad guy. It's a boss. It's like, well, Tank, yeah, you know your job. Mm-hmm. Get in there and start sucking. Will do, boss. And he's running in there to go sit there and get aggro and hold it while he puts his face in the crotch of the bad guy. While we all blast it from fucking Mars, way in the background, so that way, hey, look, the big fiery circle that says you're going to die if you stand in it is right there. We people in the who are ranged can move out of the circle. Yet we always watch the retards, the rogues, and the fighters who are not tanking. Who go, we're too busy seeing explosions and we can't see our feet, and then they die because they can't look down because they're too busy hitting the button. And they're like, "Don't stand in fire, please." Why are you standing in fire? You're standing in fire. Could you move 10 feet to the right so you're not in fire? Oh, you're not. Oh, hey, look at that. You're dead again. Why? Well, my screen was full of explosions from all the wizards and druids and rangers and everybody who's filling the screen with explosions and particle effects. I couldn't see the ground. How was I supposed to know I'm in the middle of a big burning field of death and or what was going to explode in 10 seconds? I don't know. The raid leader was telling you to fucking move 10 feet to the right. I couldn't do that. I was too busy watching big numbers go up. Just die. Just fucking die. And now we have a game that we can play that is kind of like our MMOs, but we don't have to actually have a tank because we need to have an idiot go, I still need a face crotch. Oh, fuck you. Oh, just, God damn it. If somebody would heal me, we'd be able to, I'd be able to just stand there and take it. I am not playing a healer. I'm not playing Maya in healer build. Fuck you. I'm not using this in healer mode. Fuck you. But no, just play better, play smart. But no, they don't. And I just cry. I just cry to myself and look to my friends and go, can we kick the one person who's actually the shit piece? And then we're like, nah, he's cool. You're right. He's cool. We like you. Just stop sucking. Nope. Putting my face in crotches. God damn it. We all need to respect so that way we don't blind the guy so he can actually do his job. But all of our damages go down because we're not causing explosions. I know, but we need to respect the one player who's an idiot. Okay, respect the idiot player. Yay, are we all happy now? The idiot player. I'm super happy. The rest of us, we're just mediocrely amused now. We're still having fun, but we're not having as much fun. This is okay.
Kai, you never mentioned how you felt about Torg guns.
Torg guns? They're explosions. How could you not love explosions? I mean,
so slow though. I never hit anything with a Torg gun.
So they're worth it. You get a Torg rocket launcher, and it's fucking the end of the world.
I'll have to try that.
Plus, Torg is amazing. You have 2 DLCs of Torg goodness. You have the Crater of Badassery, and then you have the Great Turkey Day adventure, which was fucking awesome because you get to see Mrs. his mom, or was it Grandma? It was Grandma Flexington. Talk to you for 30 minutes. And if you leave the circle, you don't get the reward. And you have to listen to it because she stops periodically in the conversation. And you have to continue, you have to at least move so that way she knows you're actually there. So you can't just walk away from the computer and let her talk for 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes of fucking torture. And it's the greatest moment ever because the reward is actually a badass legendary Torg gun. And you're so happy because it's like, I put up with this story. This was garbage. And I love the reward. And it's like, yes. Are you actually the sadistic? No, I'm masochistic. I want the pain. This is misery. Please give more, because I want to hear everybody else in my Skype call cry like a bitch.
That was just scary.
It's also the point where you get to see the CEO of I see Torg being fired as CEO of the Torg Corporation, because he spent all their money to genetically engineer a super turkey that to have it, a badass Doom turkey that they all fight, and the corporation's like, you wasted our money on what? Yeah, you're fired. What? Ah, damn it.
I totally agree.
What was that?
I totally agree.
Yes.
Be a DLC I missed, because I do not remember a Doom turkey.
Teabagging's a holdover from colonial times. Sorry, I was painting on another fig. So, are you guys enjoying Bear's game?
All we've done is character creation.
Have you read
That was enjoyable.
what you read of it? Is it pretty fucking good?
Yeah,
It's got a lot of potential. And if I was playing more of a traditional superhero character, this would be the world's best game. But I'm not a traditional character.
Big question from Bruce is, does it make you feel like you're playing Marvel superheroes?
I would say from character creation wise, yes.
Okay.
I have not played Marvel superheroes since in about 25 years.
Yeah.
So
97. It was 97 when I played it.
I think my original high school group tried once to run it, but is running into the exact same problem that we're going to have in our one shot, which was there was no direction, so we all made weird characters, and the GM threw his hands up in the air and then walked the hell off, and we went back to go play other games. I think Star Wars, rather than 2 sessions of Marvel superheroes, because if you don't give us direction, we're going to build whatever we want, and the game looks really, really fantastic. It does look really good, a lot of potential, a lot of fun, but I think it's more geared towards, hey, we're going to be playing, Avengers / Captain America, / Fantastic Four, maybe a little bit of potential for X-Men fun, but definitely not Vertigo comics, and definitely not going into, I don't know, maybe it can, because I could see how I could easily pull off, Doc Savage with the rules. I honestly thought about doing a Doc Savage character, but again, that's a different kind of comic, and I can also see how I could pull off a Warlord style character, because I realized after I made my character that my comics I read are not everyone else's comics, or they're not popular comics that I read. So my characters don't represent popular characters. But I can see how it would be a great game for people who think, whose favorite character is Spider-Man or Superman or Batman. This is a great game for you. Like if your character, if your dream superhero character that you want to play shows up in the X-Men cartoon or Justice League animated, or any of the Bruce Timm era of the DCEU, the DC animated universe, this is fucking perfect, and this is great. But if you were like DCAU Dark, it was like where it was constant. It was a constant. The Constantine movies where those get really fucking dark. I think we're starting to go into no, this isn't free. This isn't free. Constantine and the old 60s and 70s horror comics and Sandman and all its spin-offs are this not your game.
Baron's character.
What was that?
There we go.
There's Baron's character.
Yes.
I'm just too hot.
Yep. But honestly, it looks like a lot of fun, and I think it would be it's got a lot of there's a lot of fun and potential here, but it really doesn't need a strong hand from your GM to grab to. You come up with a dumb idea, your GM kind of grabs you, squeezes your head, and then points you in the right direction and go, "This is how it should be done," because this has got a lot of flexibility. Boy, does it got a lot of flexibility, and it can get easily be abused. But I would love every moment of it. Someone needs to put some safety bumpers in so that way I can bounce off it and actually not in the gutter. And this is great. Honestly, this would be a fun system to play in if I was, if I had a superhero game.
Okay.
I can honestly say, I can honestly say, Bear has to make new rules because of me. I said gas, and he's like, I don't have gas rules. And then I heard him later say, all right, Cody, we have to discuss some gas rules later.
I've been looking in the book for the quantum realm rules. I can't find them. But maybe I'm missing them. But that's okay.
I think the quantum falls for him would fall under cosmic. To be honest.
Right. Look, all I know is that I got a free perk and the push in the corner saying you got bullshit reality powers. Push. And I'm like, I got a toy that has no instruction book. I'm so happy. That's really what it comes to. I had this really cool idea. I'm making things a headache. I was given a lollipop and told go to the corner, and I'm happy because I have a lollipop.
Yay, lollipop!
What does lollipop do? I don't know, but it shuts me up.
I asked Bear a literal question. He took me figuratively. I took him literally. So Darkwing Duck is what I thought of, and he did not know how to make that. How to make that because I figured mutation. He's like, that doesn't really fit. It's like it doesn't. Like, okay.
What you mean? You mean a can of ooze wasn't just broken in a sewer grate and suddenly an angry cobra bird doesn't mutates into a. Oh, wait, you're not a goose. You're not an angry cobra bird.
No, I'm a duck.
Yeah, you're just kind of lazy.
I was actually waiting for you to be actually an outworlder.
Right?
Because that would have actually fit your character much better.
I was going off what Bear said since he knew the game better than me, so I was like,
in reading it means that you came from another dimension.
So this crazy weird guy with a golf cart and a giant satellite dish in the back of a machine opened a wormhole. Instead of getting Howard, we got Darkwing.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, a guy named Ant-Man disappeared. We don't know where he went.
Nothing of value was lost.
See, now if you would have went full on Gizmo Duck, you would have had my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I like Gizmo Duck, but my heart is with Darkwing.
Oh, come on. It would have given you the greatest pleasure to sit there and say blathering blatherskite.
I forgot he said that.
That was the trigger word for the suit.
God.
And essentially he is Iron Man and Inspector Gadget rolled into one.
And just about as smart as Inspector Gadget.
So, Kai, I just saw an advert for MechWarrior 5 clans.
Yes.
All right. That was all I needed to hear.
I'm going to buy it, but I'm not going to play it. Much like all MechWarrior games, I will buy it, install it, try it, go nope, uninstall it, but not be upset I bought it because I'm supporting BattleTech, so it's okay. But I like it because it's going to focus on my third favorite clan, the clan that actually made all the story do shit that didn't have plot armor. It's going to be the
Jaguar.
Smoke Jaguar. My third favorite clan. Even though they all died miserably. Because fuck Clan Wolf. They're the worst. Because they're the assholes who moved the plot. Why did the invasion happen? Smoke Jaguar. Who captured the outbound light? Smoke Jaguar. Who pushed for the invasion? Smoke Jaguar. Who forced the wolves to send the Wolf Dragoons into the inner sphere to get information? Smoke Jaguar. Who leads the invasion? Smoke Jaguar. Who does the most shit? Smoke Jaguar. Who gets the hardest fucking invasion? Also known as the Draconis Combine. Smoke Jaguar. Who fucking invades Luthien and almost wins? Smoke Jaguar. The only reason why Smoke Jaguar lost the Ilkhan. Because I was Suicide Fighter. Oh man, the Clan Wolf managed to magically get some magical bullshit on why their guys managed to survive. Plot armor. And oh no, who bombs the fuck out of a bunch of peasants, a bunch of rebelling Draconis Combine peasants from orbit with a battleship? Smoke Jaguar. Who gets annihilated for that? Smoke Jaguar. It's okay. Everything ends with Smoke Jaguar losing, but it's okay because they did shit and they took losses and they were wiped out for it. They died. A faction died in setting, and they did everything. Man, we don't have enough scientists. Go beat up smart people and steal their scientists. Man, we don't have any money. Go beat up the people who've got money. Now we've got money. Smoke Jaguar. Fuck yeah. This is the best clan because they actually did shit. They didn't have plot armor, unlike the fucking Falcons and the goddamn fucking Wolves. I'd say the Bears also deserve a little bit of it, but the Bears are totally awesome because they like football and, are totally awesome, have a weird, angry family, just disturbing family thing. But they ended up merging with the Space Vikings and creating their own weird family clan, Space Viking football clan. Fuck yeah. Bears can do whatever the fuck they want. They're awesome. And the Jaguars are just awesome. So we're gonna probably get a game about not wolves and not falcons, and it will be fun. People who don't actually know anything besides Clan Wolf, yiff, fucking furries can actually have a good clan to play. Who are actually villains, not we're angry. Clan Jade Falcon. We always win. Clan Plot Armor Ultramarine. Fucking wolves. And because I know that my clan will never get a game because Clan Snow Raven exists, but they have the one thing nobody else has: a navy. They actually train people on how to crew space battleships. They actually can build space battleships and maintain space battleships. They have an attitude of, We don't have to fight a ground war if you die in space. If you never make it to the ground, you can't fight us. We have the best army in mankind. You have to make it to the ground to actually fight us. What? We will never let you reach the ground. All your supreme martial combat means nothing if you die in space. By the way, we're going to kill you in space. Have a nice day. And watch everybody else go, well, fuck you, Snow Ravens. You got no honor. And honor means nothing when I have more 16-inch guns than you do. We've got fighters. We have more fighters. We have fighter carrier dropships. We have fighter carrier warships that bring hundreds to the battle. What did you bring? 24? Aw, 2 paltry squadrons. Wow. You tried, didn't you? It's the best we've got. Eat a dick. Deploy 3 wings. Aren't you going to play fair? There hasn't been honor. There hasn't been any clan honor since 3054 when we pretty much abolished it. Clan versus, we're not really a clan anymore since the War of Reaving fucked all of you guys because we were smart and moved out early. Well, the War of Reaving, yep, fucked all you guys. We're fine. Fuck you. But we'll never be the focus of the game because the game is all about ground combat and giant robots. It's not about giant space battleships. So my clan will never get any airtime. We're just a background piece, and I'm okay with that because my faction is fucking amazing. And fuck all you ground pounders. I love BattleTech, by the way.
I got confused for a moment when Kai said Ultramarines. It's like, wait a minute, he's not mentioning anything I recognize from Warhammer.
Okay. Quick. Now, you know 40K of the Ultramarines, right?
Yes.
You know how, thanks to certain people, namely Matt Ward, the Ultramarines for a long period of time never fail. They succeed. They always succeed. Who controls the biggest chunk of the galaxy? Ultramarines. After all, when you look at Sector Ultramar, they have the best economy. The imperial citizens of that sector have civil rights. The economy functions. The Ultramarines and their successor chapters run the whole thing. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. Oh man, we need somebody who can do the impossible and arrive at the last minute to save everything. Ultramarines. It's everything. Nothing bad happens to the Ultramarines. What? A charioted hive fleet hits the homeworld, is devouring a chunk of the galaxy, but it hits the Ultramarine homeworld? Oh, it's okay. We took heavy losses, but we instantly replaced all of them. We repelled it. In fact, periodically we unfreeze some Tyranids who are on our homeworld. We just have dedicated specialist troops who fight only all Tyranids that are in our thing, and that dates back to 2nd edition too. So that dates back to the dawn of fucking the game. And wow, man, and it gets worse. Oh man, the Imperium is falling apart. The Great Scar has divided the Imperium into 2 pieces. But luckily, who is the shining beacon? Who is brought back from the dead? Who's been in stasis waiting? Oh, it's totally Rowboat Girly Man, Primarch of the Ultramarines, and he single-handedly comes back and marshals the forces of the Imperium and restabilizes it. And not only that, he unleashes the secret, massive uber army of Primaris Marines who will revitalize the fucking Imperial Space Marine Army legions. And he's ushering in. It's all better because the Ultramarine Primarch is here. The Ultramarines are here. You can hear their fucking battle music from fucking space through the warp. You can just hear it's so wonderful as a Latin bat, as their little battle hymns and they show up, and because the Codex Astartes tells you to do everything, except when it doesn't, but you could break it then. Oh man, who's the hero? 3 Space Marines are dropped from a Thunderbolt from a Thunderhawk gunship onto a world, and they manage to save it, but lose 1. Man, Space Marines is a fucking fun game, but it's all about the Ultramarines. But now, Matt Ward is a piece of shit who wrote really, really, really wonderful things about how awesome the Space Marines are. And now that he's no longer part of it, they still are fucking invincible. But now they lose every once in a while. But they never importantly. Now, we're going to go back to Battletech for a second here. We're going to roll like here. Clan Ultramarine, also known as Clan Wolf, has the best economy, best scientists, best logistics. Oh man, we had the foresight to send the best of our best rejects into the inner sphere to gain intel with the secret orders to prepare the inner sphere for the arrival of the clans, and they secretly do this. But don't worry, their rejects managed to take a burnt out world and then rebuild industry on that thing, something that nobody else could do at that time. But they have a world all to themselves it's totally not Clan Wolf. It's Clan Wolf. It's Clan Wolf. Fuck you. And now you get to have, but now they invade. But they do, and the Wolves do better than everyone else. They know. Surprise! I know. They conquer better because they have better logistics. Oh my god! See the Ultramarine connection? Oh fuck yeah! Oh no! Oh no, there's a big gathering of all the clan leaders on the flagship during the invasion, and a suicide kamikaze hits. Man, it's amazing how none of the Clan Wolf commanders were on board. Oh man, we go back. We're still organized. Man, we roll in. Oh no, it's the Battle of Tukiad, the greatest fight of the entire Inner Sphere. And Clan Wolf is the only ones who actually achieve both their objectives. Oh, wow. Nobody else does. Everybody else fails. Some people get 1, but they're the only ones who get 2. Because they're just better. They're so much better. And then there's some bad shit. Some people die. But don't worry. It's not that bad. And then they are almost annihilated. But they're not. They go into exile. And then come back. And then they fight a war with the turkeys. With the Jade Turkeys. Falcons. And then they create Clan Jade Wolf, but then that breaks apart. But now you have the Falcon Reborn, and then you have Clan Wolf in Exile, and Clan Not Wolf, but it is Wolf. But don't worry, they're still awesome. And then the Exile troops go back to Clan Wolf and rebuild defeat the Usurper Clan Wolf and create the proper Clan Wolf. But they're still ultra powerful. They can't really lose. Even though they've lost several, but they're still fantastic and ultra good. The Jihad happens, the War of Reaving happens, Clan Wolf still dominates. Oh no, their space shrinks a little bit. They've lost a few, but they're still fucking dominant. They're still the biggest fucking clan. Oh no, hey look, now we're going to go into the Jihad. Bad shit happens. Clan Wolf fucking does awesome. Dark Age, it's the Age of the Republic. Oh no, Clan Wolf goes into pseudo quiet mode, and then suddenly we're now in the Dark Age. Oh no, now they're totally not Clan Wolf. Wolf faction goes out there and dominates the fuck out of everything because they're definitely not Clan Wolf, but they're Clan Wolf, and and then the Dark Age kind of ends, and now we enter into another age where guess what? Who wins the Ill Clan? Somehow everyone's brains fall out, becomes retards. There's fighting everywhere, and Clan Wolf takes Terra and becomes the Ill Clan and creates the Wolf Empire, which now we're in the Ill Clan era, where Clan Wolf manages to unify all the invasion era clans of the Inner Sphere, and now we get to have the clans rule the center of the galaxy, the center of the universe now. And everyone else just sits there and goes, we're all stupid. None of us know how to act, know how to lead an empire anymore, except for Clan Wolf. and Clan Wolf is exhausted, has everything, but somehow manages to, because they're Clan Wolf, be the most dominant, awesome, never, I can't be beaten, uber alles fucking group possible. God, I wish the Ultramarines were as cool as these fuckers are. And that's where we're at now. Fuck you, Clan Wolves.
Okay, I get it now.
They're only the most popular, the most popular faction of clan players, because who doesn't want to play the winners? I mean, when they have plot armor so thick, how thick, have as thick as their dick? Yeah. Sorry to rant for that long about BattleTech, but it's something I care about and I hate at the same time.
It's all right. You were going on about the whole, Ultramarine thing, and I'm sitting here going, but I like the Grey Knights.
Right here, Grey Knights are awesome, and so are the and so are the Custodes. Everybody's awesome, but who does all the heavy lifting in the plot line?
Yeah. Well, okay. You've got them doing the heavy lifting in the plot line, and then going back to 40K, and then you have the Blood Angels that they just say, go in there and check it out first for us.
Yeah,
it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Trust me.
Yeah. And then Dark Angels show up every once in a while to be grumpy, and then you just push them back in the closet where they belong.
And the Space Wolves, when they get really angry, they just attack.
Right, but I mean, come on, but the Space Wolves can't do shit unless they go consult the Wolf Priest at the Wolf Time with the Wolf Beer on Wolf Mountain, who go up on for the Wolf Seance to go get their Wolf Troopers and have their Wolf fucking ceremonies, so that way they can go wolf, and then be Space Vikings with furry hats.
Well, and although I am kind of giggling that they're starting to pull the Primarchs back in.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for Dorn. All I want is Dorn.
Because it was for the Space Wolves, it's Leman Russ, right?
Yep.
And he's one. I think the latest one they brought back.
No,
that's the last one that's the last one I remember they brought back.
Lionel Johnson. We're all putting on our hopes for it's probably going to be either Leman Russ or the White Scars Primarch. Khan. It'll probably be either Khan or Russ. That's next on the returning list.
And Bruce, then all of a sudden, the God King all of a sudden starts growing his skin back and comes back out. That'll be the next thing they do.
If Big E returns, I'd be okay with. We need to get all the Primarchs back first. At least all the ones who are still alive. Maybe alive.
All right, boys. I'm getting tired, so I'm going to hop out of here and listen to the rest of it. So I will.
Alrighty.
Good night.
Bruce seems to have vanished.
It's okay. I mean, I just talk about a lot of weird stuff, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, yeah. I know I rant about things, but that's because I'm not as eloquent as some people. Like, when it comes to BattleTech, I'm not Big Red. I'm not Tex. I'm not several of the other people who are big in the BattleTech community who write their own stuff. I'm not as eloquent as they are, but I'm passionate about it, and I like what I like what I like. Like, it's just that deep down, I hate the direct. But then again, as much as I'm passionate and I hate so much about what officially is ever written, I still hold on to the classic words for Traveler. There's two universes. the official one and yours. And so therefore, if I don't want to have the Blakist Jihad go as dumb as it was written, I can change it. And it could be better. It could be different. If I don't want the Ill Clan era, it doesn't have to happen. If I wanted the Republic to continue to stand, it stands. I mean, if I want to run the story I want to run, I can run it. And if I play 40K, I don't have to have the Primarchs come back. I can just go, the Primarchs are there, or not, and I can run whatever story I want, because that's the fun, and that's the thing that 40K has forgotten, is that the galaxy is supposed to be so big that everything and nothing is true. You're never going to be like, if the battle that you're supposed to be playing is so minor that it's such a big universe that nobody important is supposed to show up in your battle, but everyone always runs big name characters in their army lists. So of course, it's like it was originally supposed to be you're just a mindless skirmish in a great war, in a great endless war that's burning a galaxy, and it's supposed to not matter and matter at the same time. So therefore, and that was supposed to be the fun part, is that you're supposed to just enjoy the idea that the galaxy, that the story you tell for your unit is just one small blip. And that's okay, because the galaxy is 1,000 worlds. Like the Imperium Man is 1,000 worlds. So it's a million freaking inhabited systems. One falling or one being conquered is not as critical. But the problem is that we filled in too many of the gaps. We've explained too many things. And now there's no mystery left. We're going to get all the Primarchs back. Why? Why did we need to? They were better gone. It's like, I hated the people who go, no, I must run a demon prince. One of the demon prince, the named demon princes, a demon Primarch. Why? You don't need Magnus the Red, or you don't need Angron. Whenever Angron shows up, that's a critical key event. So I guess if you always want to run, hey, look, Angron has come out of the warp, and a bunch of Grey Knights beat the crap out of him and throw him back into the warp. If you want to run that one scene over and over and over and over, but two people want to play, I'm playing a meta list that's here to win tournaments. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to be playing this game to have a fun game, and it's just a small story. That's why I like the idea of running no names, people who are nobodies. Where if you can make it like, it's why we had the jokes of having the unnamed chapter master, show up, because he's just an unnamed guy. He's just some chapter master of some succession chapter who's doing a heroic fight over here, making a name for himself on this small part of the universe. Like, oh no, you used Bjorn the Fell-Handed again. Congrats. So I guess, all right, it's another story about Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Cool. Karn the Betrayer. Yeah, I like him too. But I don't need to have Karn in every single one of my. But of course you would go. And of course you're running. Of course you're gonna be running a World Eater list or a Khorne list. Yeah, of course you're gonna run Karn the Betrayer. Why? He's too damn good. Why wouldn't you? Oh no, I'm going to run Abaddon the Spoiler. Yeah, I played Chaos at one time. Yeah, I used him a lot. But then I realized I got older. Why does every fight have Abaddon the Spoiler on it? I don't need Abaddon at all times. I do if I want to be competitive, but I don't want to be competitive. I want to play a fun game. I want to play a
That's
fun.
what I have with Warhammer.
Yeah,
It's
and
not a
Warhammer's
fun
not
game
fun.
for me.
I have yet to play, but what I took for that type of idea was I like the idea of using the model, but why make it the main character? Why not just name it something else so it's your own story for your own army?
That would be how it's supposed to have been, but as original Rogue Trader first edition, that's what it was. Everybody was everyone was no names. Second edition was just pretty much the game of special characters. Everyone was a named character. You only had a certain number of points, and you're dedicating 300 to 400 of your 2,000 points to a named character, or 3. And all it was named characters swinging stuff at it. Everybody else was dying. That was second edition. Third edition has armies, but we've never gotten rid of named characters. Some editions make weaker named characters. Some make them better. 10th edition is fucking crazy. And it's a game. Do I love it? Eh. Am I angry with it? No. But it's a game. It's not my game anymore. But I also got out of Warhammer. I also got out of playing serious Warhammer back in second edition when it went to third edition, and I sold my original 40K armies for dirt cheap because I wanted somebody else to use them, not me. Because fuck it, I'm out because this game was no longer the game I want to play, and now I play with other people's armies because I enjoy the game. I'm just gonna give money to 40K, but I read the books and I read the wikis and I watch the lore. I see the toys, and I'm still a 40K fan, but I know it's a flawed setting. It's a flawed game, but I still love it. And yeah, I have my Aquilas on the wall. I have my Inquisitorial badge. I have my Inquisitorial necklace that hangs from my rearview mirror. And at which point I'm waiting for somebody to go, huh? Why does he have the Inquisitorial badge just hanging from his rearview mirror? I go, if you know what it means, you should know when to shut the fuck up. If you recognize it, you know better. Just be quiet and go away. Or you can nod and go, that's cool. But I also have my Iron Warriors badge on the wall. I mean, it's just something that I've got. I mean, I wish I could just turn the camera around and show the wall clearly because there's a lot of details on that wall. But then again, my Inquisitorial badge sits next to my Decepticon logo and my Hydra logo because I recognize the Imperium is not the good guys, but it's my team. So,
well, them not being the good guys is subjective, honestly.
Look, in any other universe, they're not the good guys. In that universe, they are. Why? Because everyone is worse.
That's why I said subjectively.
That's right. Look, I recognize who they are, but I know that in the environment that they are in, they are the good guys, and I will root for humanity before I root for any other faction. So I don't root for the alien, the mutant, or the heretic. So
no, I don't root for orcs specifically so much as I just enjoy painting and the way they play.
Orcs are fun. Orcs are orcs. I also like Necrons because I like the idea of a bunch of robot old men telling everyone else to get off their lawn.
I've never thought of them that way until you said that, and I'd like it.
Was that?
I'm sorry, what? I was just saying I hadn't considered them that way until the first time you said that. I was like, that makes it even cooler.
Sorry. Any faction who fought gods back, real gods, like legit, actual, powerful, galaxy-wide gods that make the chaos gods look like fucking afterthoughts. Back when dinosaurs walked our planet, like mankind Mammals haven't even really become anything more than rats on our planet when they were tearing apart the heavens, beating up the Eldar, beating up the orcs, beating up gods. And then when it was all over, the galaxy is a battered, broken, lifeless wreck, and the Necrons sit there, do some math, and go, we're going to go to sleep. For what? 66 million years. What happens then? The universe will have healed enough to allow us to wake up. And then they go to sleep. And everybody and all the survivors come out of their little rat dens and look out upon a burning, broken, smoking galaxy and go, oh shit, we lived. The orcs degenerate and turn from Krorks, which are totally awesome, down into being a bunch of retards. The Eldar, shell shock, create a galaxy-wide empire, then fuck themselves in, and then have a giant orgy so powerful it creates a sex god. Hell yeah. A sex and drug and violence and murder rape god. And we get Slaanesh. Awesome. And mankind helps bring the other three into power anyway. And we all get to, and because the war of heavens, they create hell as an afterthought, as a byproduct of their war. And so the warp is literally just the byproduct of their conflict. And at any point that the Necrons wake up enough, they will look at the warp, at the Eye of Terror, and then be like, this is easy to fix. The rest of the galaxy, chaos is scary. Chaos is horrible and evil. The Necrons go, give us 1,000 years. We'll fix it. And the Chaos Gods, oh fuck. What just happened to us? You were beaten up by a bunch of old robot men who were too busy going, none of you are significant. We're going to fight amongst ourselves until we get the pecking order done. And then we'll take care of the rest of the galaxy. And all of us, you're all in the way. All of you. And it will be beautiful. And those poor Tyranids who just go, you know what? We're going to bypass that Necron tomb world. Yeah, you know better. Go somewhere else. And that's why I love my Necrons. They're not my favorite. They're not my favorite faction, but they have my favorite character. So, and yes, it is Trazyn, because how can you not love the guy whose entire thing is I collect everything. Knowledge, everything, and I will painstakingly create dioramas of wars in my closet, just because, in my planet-sized closet museum. And yeah, I captured an entire orc wad just because I wanted to put it in a room, a life-size diorama of a fight that's happening. It's beautiful. I also have an entire collection of Space Marine helmets. One from every chapter. Every chapter. So you've hunted them all? Yes. Oh, you're just... I collect things. I'm amazing. I know. And yes. Well, how could you not like a character who's that? I mean, that's like the ultimate personification of I am an immortal god, a godlike creature. I don't give a shit. I had the best model train set. I had train set in the entire universe, 1-for-1 scale. Choo choo. And everybody else, don't you have anything better to do at your time? No, I'm 65 million years old. What do you do for a hobby? Yeah, I know, boring. Excuse me. Puts you in a little box, then puts you on a shelf and then labels it idiot. And then and he'll toy with you periodically. He goes, hey, have you learned anything in the last million years? I just put you in a simulation where every 1 second of my time is 10 years of yours. Have you learned anything yet? Okay, I'll see you in a day. Screaming, existential terror and screaming happens, and he's like, when I get back to you, several thousand years will have passed. He'll probably be dead or crazy. It doesn't matter. And you walk off. a better character than most other things in the setting. Yes, Necron lives do matter for all the life that they actually have. All their cancer-ridden life that they had before they were thrown into the soul furnaces and turned into living metal. Yes. Am I the biggest lore nut? No, but but I guarantee you, if somebody goes, "We're gonna play some Dark Heresy," I will be fucking ready for that game in a heartbeat. I don't care what we're fucking doing. I don't care what the campaign would be, the story. I just want to play some Dark Heresy. Rogue Traders, no thanks. But some Dark Heresy, yes. It would be just fun because I know how awesome it would be. Oh, we're all playing awesome Space Marines. I know that I know we have rules for playing Space Marines, but the best I want is maybe a Sister of Battle showing up, or maybe some some naval troopers off of a Rogue Trader. But I like only War and Dark Heresy. That's the scale I want to play at because I really don't want to deal with the life and death battle of the Imperial Guard fighting off everything else. No, I want to do the, hey, we're on a hive world, or we're on some fill in the blank planet of the Imperium trying to root out, the forces of corruption, chaos, mutation, Xenos, whatever the fuck
it is. It'd be more fun to play like a Necromunda-ish type hive world.
Or play a game set on a death world. I mean, just not Kadashan, but a death world. Or, play a Mechanicus campaign set on a Forge world. A hive, a Necromunda style campaign where you're in a hive world would be fucking awesome because hive worlds are awesome and they're huge. It's like at that point you get to go play around in the idea that you're running in the shadows of, hey, careful, not Judge Dredd, and our Arbites shows up, and then, oh shoot, we're all fucked. Why? It's an Arbites. Most people are like, it's just a Judge Dredd character. Yeah, but when you're running around with, flak armor and a stubber, or maybe a stolen, broken down las pistol, that Judge Dredd character walking through the sewers, shows up in a Taurox, a monstrous doom vehicle that's six-wheeled, and runs over three peasants as it smashes over a fire hydrant. Two guys get out in Judge Dredd armor and then start shooting. Sorry, correction. Telling you which law you've broken, and you can give up and go to the ISO cubes or be lobotomized, or trust me, there's more laws than you don't want to be arrested. They're going to find something and you're going to be, congratulations, Grandpa, you're a servitor. I just wanted to watch Jeopardy. Now I'm a giant death robot. And that's the kind of dumb shit that I would like to see. I want to see the embarrassment that is the planetary defense defense forces, the local PDF, who is completely remember, these are the assholes who couldn't make it to the guard. Who Joe Bob, the weekend warrior, who couldn't cut it in the guard, is now, he's working with the National Guard now. Oh fuck, he thinks he's somebody. No, he's not. The planetary governor won't send you off planet as part of the planetary tithe to the Adeptus Administratum. No, sorry, you'll never go. But that's okay, because you get to go fight, rattling gangs and other weird shit going on. Every once in a while, you get a scary thing where, like, oh no, a shuriken pistol managed to somehow make it, in the black market into the Underdark, and now you got this crime boss who goes, I got one of those knife shooters. What? And you watch a guy get obliterated by, a strength 4, what would be in tabletop a strength 4 -1 save blaster, and you're like, oh, that was terrifying because somebody has a bolter. oh shit, and everyone runs away because that man now has a bolter. That's death, and that's awesome because it's just a fun way of just murdering everything. Yes, and I would like it would just be fun because the Empire is big. The Empire is dumb. The Empire is just the Empire. If you want to go see, like, man, it'd be fun if we were playing Conan the Barbarian in the 40K universe. We have those worlds. Those are called feral worlds. Oh, hey, look. All right, party. You can be from any world and make it, and you watch everyone, and then you have that one person who goes, I really want to play Conan the Barbarian, and he's playing a guy who's just big, real big, like grab a telephone pole and beat you to death with it big, and you're like, yeah, okay, he has no idea how technology works, but we love him because he's big and tough. And then you got your Kadashan reject who's sitting here and eating. You swear it's shoe leather, but he calls it beef. He calls it some kind of poisonous snake jerky, and he's cool. You like him, and then you got probably the most boring person at the table who's playing some Imperial Guard leftover, and you're like, oh wow. Let me guess, you're wearing you're a Cadian reject. Yeah, I really like Cadian. Cadian stormtroopers are pretty fucking awesome. I kind of like them, and I really want to play a big, boring soldier because I was part of the Imperial Guard before I was drugged out, and now I'm part of the adventuring party. And we're like, okay, cool. We now know who does all our paperwork. We salute you. You do the paperwork. We go have fun. That's not what fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Army. You get to do your fucking shit.
I hear Kai talk about a
fun. Was that?
I hear Kai talk about a tabletop. My first thought is, okay, I would not be allowed to play my first choice, which would be Space Marine, but it would be Grey Knight. So there's a double indemnity there. Kai would say no to that, and B, I would have to kill the entire party if Kai did say yes, because Grey Knights have to keep their anonymity.
Oh no! Oh, okay. No, if you want to play, trust me. We've got the rules for if we're playing first edition, good old fashioned Rogue Trader / Dark Heresy / everything else, Fantasy Flight DI and Fantasy Flight 40K. Oh yeah, sure. We're just going to go ahead. We'll have a Grey Knight. We'll have a Sisters of Battle running around. You all get your marching orders from the Inquisitor, who's not a player character, who's far cooler than you, far better than you, and you're about to get I will probably not send you on any, none of your adventures will be, you need to go down there, Mr. Grey Knight and Sisters of Battle, and your 3 battle brother buddies who are sitting there, your one apothecary whose only job is to make sure to take out the holy globules after your death, because you will die. It's 40K. And it will be a beautiful game, but you will get all the really, really shit jobs. Like, oh god, I would love to have someone play one of the assassins. That would be awesome. At that point, I can go, does anyone want to play an actual freaking engine seer, like a high-end AdMech character? Yes, because now I get to put, because once somebody goes, I want to play a Grey Knight, the table goes way, like the story goes from, oh, we're gonna play a bunch of little, hey, there's one commissar who's just super lucky, and there's another character, and we're gonna sneak around and uncover some bad juju, maybe a political uprising screen. No, you're gonna get the really cool spaceship, the really cool thing, all the best dibs. You have all the best, everything's gonna be handed to you. It's gonna be beautiful, and then you're going to get the shittiest jobs in the world. Everything is going to be like, oh man, why don't we get sent anywhere nice? Nice is for agents. Nice gets to go into the sewers and uncover a Gene Stealer cult. No, you, by playing a Grey Knight, don't get to pull Gene Stealer cultist killing unless it's to kill a Hive Tyrant. Please build yourself tough enough to be able to fight a Hive Tyrant, because you need to be able to fight one. Oh, is there a demon? Did a certain sorcerer decide to get an artifact and turn himself into a demon prince? Guess what? You get the hot job to go down there into the middle of a demon host, infiltrate your way up to the, hopefully snakily, tactically insert yourself as best as an assassin, an AdMech retard with some robots, a Grey Knight and 2 battle brothers and a Sisters of Battle can fight their what can be, sneak your way in, infiltrate, kill the demon prince, and then escape, maybe. Because those are the kind of adventures you're going to be getting as Grey Knights. And especially if we're playing it during the Dark Imperium era, or, in the modern era where suddenly, hey, you might, your boss might not be an Inquisitor. Your boss might be one of the Golden Boys who decided to put his armor on for once. You might have a Custodes show up and then slap you around every once in a while because you're getting out of line. Hey, I need you to do a job. What is it? Sorry, you're not going to get orc work because Grey Knights don't pull orc work unless something bad's happening. Oh no, it's like at that point it's like everything bad is going to be. Does it involve psychic emanations and weird other stuff? Yes. Sorry, boss. You and your retinue are going to get assigned to every shit job on the planet and in the galaxy. You're going to be hot shotted to the warp to every shit job in the galaxy to hopefully you're not trying to prevent it. You're here to stop the planet from being, hell bombed from orbit. That's all you're trying to do at that point. Or being the one who shows up and goes, "We have failed to kill we failed to make contact with the demon prince. I believe this planet has failed. I launched the cyclonic torpedoes." And that's the kind of game. I wouldn't mind I wouldn't be against running that kind of campaign, because at that point it's, hey, every adventure is a climax to a novel. You get some downtime, you get to contemplate, well, technically you're a Grey Knight, so technically your gene seed is actually, the corrupted, tainted descendants of traitor legions, so you're actually the loyalist remnants of, at that point you secretly go, I don't want to know who my gene seed came from. No, you don't. I feel depressed, but I like guns. Don't look any further into your Iron Warrior backstory. I kind of like magic. Shut up. Shut up, Thousand Sun person. I like killing people. World Eater. Got it. I think I'm perfect, and I have the world's best charisma in the entire universe. Emperor's Children. Got it. I like torturing people for fun. Night Lords. Got ya. We got ya. I think I'm better than everyone else by the pure virtue that I'm awesome. Black Legion, Lunar Wolves, Sons of Horus. Perfect. But don't worry, you're the good guys. I kind of like, people being very resilient to diseases and other shit. And oh god, it's Mortarian's children. Fuck. I don't like them. Get them out of here. Stinky. No.
Well, I apologize, but I feeling the fatigue, like I said earlier, and been putting together some figs together here while Blaine goes off properly on his rant. Grafting Gamer, I appreciate you being here with us tonight, sir.
Always fun.
I think so. 2 weeks from now, we're going to hear Blaine completely either complain about how the eclipse was a bust, or we aren't going to be here.
I'll complain about the eclipse.
Probably. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with us today. We've been on the stream since about 1:30, 2 o'clock this afternoon. And I do appreciate you guys hanging out and just seeing what we talk about. If there's any questions, go ahead and post it in the commentary section. And a special thank you for Baby Doll for the sweet and kind comments that you gave us all throughout the week. Thank you.